Today's video comes to you from Gongaii Games. Visit their in-store location or visit them online at gongaii.com. Now taking pre-orders for Spark of Hope, releasing July 5th. Use discount code COMMANDO10 at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Hello everyone and welcome to Dice Commando for the finals of today's standard tournament. This is the last standard tournament of the Convergence meta here at Gongaii Games. On the left we have Jeff. He's playing the Lor-San Shadowcaster deck, which we've seen on the table multiple times today. On the right we have Chris. He's playing Phasma and the Quarren Tracker with Retribution. Both these gentlemen are on Theed Palace, which is, reminder, remove a die to gain a money and spot a neutral character. There are no neutral characters on the board to gain a dollar. Or sorry, to take an action, but that will not be relevant. All right, so it's actually tied up, so we'll roll off again. I mean, the Lor-San deck should win this, but... All right, so we'll be playing on Theed for sure. The question is whose. All right, so Jeff wants to play on his, so the 2 shields will go on to Phasma for sure. We see 2 TLTs in his hand, but those won't be able to hit the table unless he can flip to a bunch of... Well, it's not a bad start with a 1 focus. All right, so Phasma will power action to bring in 2 first-order Stormtrooper dice, which both roll blanks. Do note that advanced training is not being used, so those are not indirects. Those are legit blanks. All right, Engineer will come in, rolls a focus, and then he'll look at the top 4 cards of his deck. He just pulled the R2 Astromech. That'll certainly be the one he takes. No doubt there. Yep. And then we do see BB-8, Suppressive Fire, as well as Sound the Alarm, which will go on the bottom of his deck. All right, Tracker is going to come in with a blank. All right, Satine will come in. Remember, Satine gets a reroll of one of your dice after she comes in, so she gets a blank, so she'll certainly reroll her own die. Oh, another focus. All right, here comes Big Phasma. 1 gun and a 2 gun. We do see a Forsaken in Jeff's hand. It's probably not going to be very useful in this game. Actually, it cannot be a Forsaken because he's playing heroes. Hidden Motive is what it was. Sorry. Right, so right now they're reading Retribution. So just because the way Retribution works is if 1 or more of your character dice are removed, you still take 1 damage. It's per action. So that easy pickings that he's asking about right now, if you were to easy pickings, it would be 1 damage dealt even though 2 dice were removed. All right, so he's going to power action, remove the shield to gain a money. Yeah, so there we go. I was going to say it has 4 on the board, so he's going to pay 1 for a conscript squad. Not bad. I'm a little curious why he didn't play that before the leader rolled in, but he might have had a plan, so we'll have to see as the game evolves what the plan was there. That's a very obvious play, so I'm sure there was a reason for that. Okay, back to Jeff here. I mean, with all that focus on the table, yeah, it's tough to pull off. But with all that focus on the table, you'd like to think that Jeff should be able to at least put in a fair amount of damage. So Jeff passes. Conscript comes in with a +2. So I think he's going to easy pick now. He'll take the 1 damage, but save the 4. Yep, so he'll pick the 2 2s. And then 1 damage will get dealt from Retribution to the Engineer. plays measure for measure. Oh, sorry, pitches to reroll. Another blank, a money, and a 2-gun. Gonna be able to keep the pressure on here. So there's a pass actually to gain $1. And just to point out earlier, I had misspoke. It actually wasn't the Lor-San shield, it was the Satine focus that was removed as per Theed. Alright, there's a focus to the money. So does the engineer take 3 more here? The Quarren only has the 1 damage side. Alright, so there is a bounty. Takes $1. So the Quarren tracker special is deal 2 damage to a character or 3 damage if that character has a bounty on it. Okay, shoots just for 1. Doesn't want to spend his money for that pay side. Is it time to Shadowcaster Tutor here? With the armed reinforcement plot, of course, lets Jeff search his deck for a vehicle and play it at -1 cost. That's what he's going to want to do, I think. It's Jeff's action here. Still Jeff's still thinking here. And I think he's just got to go for it. Okay, yep, that's what he's going to do. ARs for a Shadowcaster. We'll shuffle and cut. Then I presume a reroll on the other side of the table. Hey, well, claims. Okay. R2 Astromech down. Rolls in. Shield side, but there is a focus, so. Alright. Alright, so Calculator Risk is going to reroll a die. It does not hit. It's on the 2 Disrupt. So he's removing those dice. Those dice don't technically leave the pool yet, right? It won't matter, but. Alright, so he'll just flip to the 3 for 1 and hit for free. Okay, so 1 net into Phasma. And I think we'll go on. Alright, that'll do it. So we'll reset up. Alright, so he's at $4. That's in Mega Blaster range. He also has the Theed for a worthless, measly trooper blank if he needs it. Right, so he'll start by power actioning. So there's a 2-for-1 and a blank. All right, there's the TLT for 2. That'll definitely protect the die. Not to mention get another mod on there, so making the 5 for 2 free. All right, Phasma comes in. All right, gun and a focus, or in a shield, sorry. All right, Shadowcaster comes in, showing the 3-for-1 on the TLT and the 2 shield. Quarren comes in with a blank. Okay, that must have been a retroactive on the Phasma coming in on the conscript, because the Quarren is not a leader, just a bounty hunter. Okay, so pay 1 to do 3, but that does leave the Shadowcaster die exposed. Oh, there it is. So vandalize, so he'll remove 1, 2, 3, 4 character dice and kill the Shadowcaster. And now Jeff is in deep trouble. All right, Lor-San coming in. Yeah, Jeff's in deep trouble. He's going to have to just depend on his indirect sides to get it done. All right, pays 2 for Imperial Officer. So that allows, when the Imperial Officer rolls in, flip a trooper die to any side. The Engineer will come in. It's a focus. Look at the top 4 for a mod. He does have an N1 Starfighter in this deck we've seen from previous games, so don't count him out yet. There were no mods, he's just stacking it because you can put him back on any order, which is what he was doing. Alright, so Imperial Officer will come in. Gets the Disrupt, but then he'll flip to the +2, I would assume, here. Alright, there's a Sound the Alarm, reroll everything showing damage. Or it's actually reroll any number of dice showing, any number of opponents' dice showing damage. Okay, so we get a Phasma 1 money and a Disrupt. That saved him some damage. Nope, nope, nope. It's not your action. Alright, so Satine rolls in, so we had an action skip there, so takes $1. So Sound the Alarm, that's a tricky one, right? Because your opponent's the one re-rolling, so it's like they're doing the action. So, alright, so Satine had come in. So he can focus to the 2 focus and flip to the 4 disrupts. Or the 4 indirects. Because again, Satine has a 2, as does the Rebel Engineer. Alright, so there's remove a die to gain $1. Alright, Logistics to gain $2 on Satine. Conscript to disrupt one of them. He only runted 1 for his BB-8 anyway. Alright, so there's the feed. Power action. Which, actually, no, we already did that on the officer. So I just lost track of what happened there. The shield came off, but I didn't see a shield token go on. Okay, so BB-8 came in. Oh, okay. I think the power action going on was actually him acknowledging claim. So, alright, so we played out. Just resolved his dice. Let's see what Jeff can draw here. He needs to try to get his N1 if he's going to have any chance. He still has a TLT in his hand, so he has enough to play the N1 if he can draw it. So there's a Scruffy, Porgs, and then another calculated risk. Alright, $5 on the Phasma side. That's bad news if he can draw the Megas. Alright, so let's clear off those power action tokens, and let's get it started. It pays 1 for a tech team, okay. Alright, Alright, Scruffy for 1. Probably call supports. Yep, there is a mega. Oh, there's 2 megas in there. So drop one of them, but the other one will stay. Now he knows what he's looking at. Alright, tech team, megas, reducing the cost by 1, so 3 net. Okay, Lor-San coming in, hoping for, oh, there's money, but he's going to have to hope for focus. He's just going to have to go for the indirect. Alright, there's Phasma power action, bringing the 2. And that is, I have the hardest time on that die with the pay side, but that is a natural 2. Alright, Rebel Engineer coming in. He'll get to tutor. Nope, just saw his N1, which will now go to the bottom of the deck. So he'll put it on the top to hope to draw it earlier, but that N1's buried, and Jeff's hopes just evaporated. Alright, here come the megas. Alright, blank 2 for 1 and a 1. Does still have the officer to come in though, as well as Phasma. Alright, there's 1 resource. Alright, here comes in big Phasma as well as a conscript. Alright, gets a money, a plus gun, and a shield. So the beauty play here is you can roll in the officer and flip Phasma to the 2 focus, and then focus to all sorts of stuff. Alright, so Nature's Charms, he's going to reroll 2 dice. Reroll the 2 and the plus, okay. Oof, did not work for him. So Phasma's in no hurry here, right? It's his action. Okay, here the officer comes in. It's a 1 money, and then flips to, I think you flip the Phasma 2, right? Yep, well done. And back to Jeff here. Alright, so calculator risk. It rolled D2, so he does get a money, but not the way you wanted it to be. But I guess it beats the 2 focus in this case, although there's plenty of reroll cards yet to be seen here. Alright, so that was a probe, so you got 1 of them. TLT stays in hand. Satine will come in with a reroll into the blank. Alright, 1 money. BB-8 with a focus. Alright, there's 2 for the, so it's 1, 2, and then that'll be enough to kill plus 1 somewhere else. So 1 more into Satine, okay. And this is the beginning of the long downhill slide for Jeff, I think. Okay, and then with wanted, he'll gain the 2 money. Focus to the 2 indirect, there we go. He'll take a shield. 2 indirect, he'll deal 1, maybe even put them both on the tracker. Yep, that he does. And then he'll claim, or no, sorry, power actions, gain $1. Okay, gains a resource. Pays 1 for a riot shield, just dumping his hand at this point. Alright, Jeff will claim, and then we'll pass and move on. Alright, so Jeff will get first strike here. I'm not sure exactly how many cards, but he's at least 2 turns away from his N1. And that's an at least. With the engineer gun, he can do a maximum right now of 2 damage per turn. And Phasma can do way more than 2 per turn. Alright, BB-8 will come in with a focus. That's kind of what he does. Alright, tech team for another conscript, okay, for free. Reducing the cost by 1. Alright, Lor-San coming in. Money and discard. Another Imperial officer for 2, just building the board state. Phasma just needs to roll out here and get it done. Alright, Satine coming out. Whoa. Alright, got the 2 indirect. No reroll. Alright, brings in the Phasma. That's with the power action, the 2 for 1 and the blank. Alright, 2 indirect. Puts it on the tracker. Alright, here come the megas. Alright, blank, blank, and a 1 gun. Again, 2 Imperial officers for flipping. Alright, there's a 1 discard. Alright, didn't see what it was, went off the table. That's alright. Phasma coming in with the 2 conscripts. 4 more dice in the pool. Alright, there's some guns. Hold on. That's an Imperial officer die. Yeah, there we go. And then the other conscript is what you wanted to roll in, bud. There we go. Alright, more guns. Focus to the discard, I guess. Yep. Time to start rolling in some officers and flipping. He's going to pay 2. Oh, pulverize. Okay. So that's resolve 3 of your dice, increasing their values by 1. So he won't be doing the pay sides. So he'll be doing, looks like 6 damage. Yep, 6 into Satine, puts her at 2 health remaining. Shouldn't have any problem closing that gap. Alright, there's a discard. Alright, so that's it from the discard to reroll because he's out of cards in hand, but we get to flip to the 2 focus, I would assume. Yep, that'll ensure max damage. Then even if it gets messed with, so there is a sound the alarm though. Doesn't know that, of course, but alright, is he rolling his other officer? He does. It comes in with the disrupt. And he gets to still flip a trooper die. Okay, so he goes to the 2 on the first order. Okay, so he's going to motive for guns on the 2 focus. Gets it. Alright, and then 1 for Retribution. Alright, so that'll kill Satine, overkill by 1, but she's off the table. Alright, so that'll be a claim, disrupt for 2 for whatever that's worth. So Jeff will get first strike next round. Quarren Tracker hasn't actually rolled in yet, so Quarren will roll in. Gets the 1 money, so he'll take a money, go into the next round with 3. Oh, actually no he won't because he'll use it to put 2 in, which makes complete sense. And that'll do it. We'll go into the next round, which will certainly be the last round. Jeff will not be able to get his N1. Still too far down in his deck. Pitching everything, but the 4 cards won't get him there. Alright, so let's clean up board state, and then let's go. The most damage Jeff can do here is 2 discard. Alright, so Lor-San rolls in with a 2 focus. Alright, 1 gun and a blank on the Phasma power action. Alright, Suppressive Fire comes down. Here comes the Megas. Alright, there's some guns. Time to discard, I think. Perhaps he can pacify and put 2 shields on and maybe get to the next turn. But likely not. Okay, drops a card. Alright, Phasma comes in. Alright, blank and a shield. And the conscripts with a blank and a blank. Alright, BB-8. Focus, that's a shocker. Imperial Officer, yep. Comes in with a focus, not bad. And then I'll flip a Phasma to a 2 focus. Nope, looks like he's just going straight for guns. Alright, there's a passive. Passive. Yep, nice. Pacifies that. There is no character to associate it with, so it's just a straight removal. Remove a character die and give that character 2 shields. Remove a character die there's no character associated with. No shields are given. Alright, Officer comes in. Gets a disrupt, and then I'll get to flip as he flipped the Phasma here. Alright, flips the Trooper to the 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, flips the discard. That'll do it, right? Or am I miscounting? There's 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and then there's 1 in the middle, so he already has kill. He doesn't need to go to max here, so he should have just killed on last action. Alright, but that'll do it. Nicely done, sir. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.